if you're looking at this military equipment being in use on public streets, it's intimidating.
But that may be changing. Law enforcement agencies across the country, including those here in Southwest Florida, are utilizing military equipment during certain operations. But now President Obama is imposing limits on federal programs that supply police with gear from the armed forces.
So what does this mean for us here in Southwest Florida? 4 New Corners' Carl Fortier finding out for you tonight.
Well, the police departments in Fort Myers, Cape Coral, and Punta Gorda have all received some military gear, as have the sheriff's departments in Collier, Charlotte, and Lee counties. But now that the White House is placing some restrictions on that supply chain, one legal studies professor I spoke with says that's not such a bad idea. It's hard to forget these images from Ferguson, Missouri last year, when hundreds of people went head-to-head with police decked out in military-style gear. The rioting and looting was sparked by mistrust between mostly African-American citizens and a largely white police force after one of them shot and killed Michael Brown. Pamela See, professor of legal studies at Florida Gulf Coast University, says police using military-grade gear sends the wrong message.
If I'm looking down the street and I see a mine-resistant tank coming down the street, and I see it flanked by persons wearing camouflage outfits and automatic weapons, I'm going to be a little frightened at that.
President Obama seems to agree and has sharply restricted the ability of police departments to get military gear like armored vehicles, drones, firearms, riot gear, and helicopters. But the Collier County Sheriff's Office considers those helicopters to be vital in their ability to assist in missing persons searches, manhunts, and emergency response.
If we have the ability to have this type of equipment, especially very cheaply, why would we not want to do that to protect our community and to protect our officers?
C agrees that the helicopters are an important aid to law enforcement in Southwest Florida, but hopes that agencies can get back to a more community policing model.
What I think this will help to do is to instill greater trust in the police departments and at least to some extent eliminate that kind of intimidation factor that exists with that kind of equipment.
I checked in with Naples PD. They say they have not received any military equipment from the feds, but Naples Mayor John Sorey tells me by phone that he doesn't think the federal government should be dictating what kind of gear local agencies can or cannot use. Carl Fortier, Fox 4, in your corner.
All right, thank you, Carl. We want you to be part of this conversation. What do you think about the president's decision when it comes to limiting military-style equipment used by your local law enforcement agency? You can call or text your answer 239-206-FOX4 or email news@Fox4Now.